You ever have those moments where you have an idea and you do a thing, and then that thing turns into something else, which then spirals out of control and becomes something big that you're now planning well into the future for, but haven't even started yet? If so, hi, hello, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, and that's what I do, and that's what I've done, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So if you've seen the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you today about the Ultimate High School Rereading Challenge. I think that's what we're calling it. Anyway, let me tell you what this is all about. This is a challenge that I have decided to embark on, I will say, with my friend Alex, who is a booktuber here on Booktube, and her handle is a stay-at-home reader. And I will link her channel down in the description below, as well as her video once it's posted. And just last week, Alex and we did a joint original book tag video about high school required reading, where we answered some prompts and discussed required reading lists that we were given in high school and the books that may have been on them that we may or may not have read. And that got us talking about books that we read in high school that we might want to reread, books that other people read in high school that we never read but we've always wanted to read. And we were like, maybe we should come up with some sort of list. Maybe we should reread them now. We better read together a lot and always enjoy ourselves. So we're like, yeah, this sounds like a challenge. And it just like went off the rails from there in the best way possible. What we've ended up deciding to do is create a high school required reading list, or a rereading list as we're calling it, based off of the books that we mentioned in each of our tag videos. And we're trying to find the ultimate A-level like high school reading list, or at least high school rereading list, because I don't think any high school is actually ever going to use any list that we come up with. This is a list that is made up of 10 books. 5 of them are books from my own high school reading experience and that I talked about in my book tag, and 5 of them are from Alex's own high school reading experience and that she mentioned in her book tag. And we've decided that the rest of the year we are going to work our way through this list. But it's not enough for us to just work our way through this list. We are also going to make a series out of it on our channels. We are going to be talking about these books each time as we read them. We're pretty loosey-goosey with our buddy reads, so we're not going to read them in any particular month. We're going to just take them as they go and as they come. But our goal is to read the whole list by the end of the year. And for each book we read, we have come up with a grading system. That's right, not a rating system, a grading system, like the whole old school high school report card type of deal. Yeah, we're going to do that whole thing. So for each book we read, we are going to give it a rating from 1 to 5, so kind of your sort of 5-star rating system. But then what we're going to do is we're going to take each of the scores that we give that book and we're going to combine that together. So it's going to be out of a total of 10. And then that we're going to use to come up with a letter grade on the traditional, or at least traditional to us, A through F alphabet system, which I will put up on the screen what that looks like. And so our hope is to use this grading system. And at the end of the year, we want to see if we have passed the class or made an A list or that kind of thing, because we're aiming for an A average, which is like a lot of pressure. We're going to rate these books whatever we're going to rate them. But in order to get an A, yeah, that means that we're going to have to get like 90% of the books that we read are going to have to be 90%. Is that how it works? I don't think so. But I know that a lot of the books we're going to have to end up liking. Is that likely to happen? No. No, I really don't think so. Like I'm the wet towel in the buddy read here. Alex tends to rate the books higher than I do, like pretty consistently. We're going to do a Zoom call with each other when we're done reading. We're going to talk about the book and then we're going to share our ratings, and we will share some of this with you guys as we go along on both our channels. So you will get my experience of reading the book, you'll get her experience of reading the book, you'll get to see our shock when we share with each other what we rated the book, and the dread that will inevitably sink over us as we realize that we're probably not going to get an A. in this class. I'm super excited about it. We are going to start in June with our first buddy read, and the first book that Alex and I have decided to read is coming off of her list, and that's going to be A Clockwork Orange. So we will be reading that and discussing it. We tend to like to read our books together on Voxer, but we thought this would be a really fun thing and experience to share with on our channels. Per usual, you guys are always welcome to, read along with us. I'll probably set up some sort of buddy read for it if there's enough people interested. Leave a comment below and let me know. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share like what this all has just sort of melded into. We have plans going into next year if we really like this. And I think it's going to be a good time. And I also want to give a shout out to Shelly. I'll also link her channel below because this all came out of a book tag that she did. And I think it was the quarter year book tag. She mentioned in that video doing some sort of like reading challenge or something with somebody else who's a booktuber. And Alex and I, we talk on Voxer all the time. And so she was a natural choice and I tagged her in my video. And then we just started coming up with this crazy idea. So hopefully you will check out both our channels and you will watch us on this journey that will, I don't know, it almost sounds like a journey through hell because sometimes high school reading lists can feel like that, especially when reading is required. So hopefully we're not throwing ourselves into a situation where we're just going to be traumatizing ourselves. Either way, it'll be fun because doing anything with a friend is fun, right? Yeah. So the other thing you probably noticed in the title of this video is that this is season 1 because I'm hoping there will be season 2. I don't know. Am I hoping there's season 2? Because if there's season 2, it's because we failed. So that's like saying I'm hoping I go to summer school. Okay, now I maybe this will be the one and only season. Anyway, this is the pilot episode, if you will. I'm going with the whole seasons and episodes. So keep an eye out for episode 1. Is that how it works? Why do I know nothing? Hopefully you'll watch the next one. And that's it for me. Let me know if you've read A Clockwork Orange and what grade you would give it. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.